Hey guys, Zell here with another English audio commentary. This time we'll be doing the MSL Season 4 round of 16 match between C and Light. This is Game 2. C will be playing White Terran at the 1 o'clock position. Light will be playing Red Terran at the 7 o'clock position. This is Blue Storm. And a quick note, if you are watching this and you have not watched Game 1, I suggest you stop and go watch Game 1, because I will be referencing that game, who won, who played well in what respects, excuse me, all that fun stuff. As well as I will be expecting that you either know about or don't care about the events of the other games in the first set of the entire round of 16, as I will be talking about similarities between those games and such. So basically, everything prior to the date this match occurred on, I will expect that you know of or don't plan on watching. So this is fair warning. If you do want to watch them without me spoiling for you, go watch them right now. I have excuse me, I have them all up. But anyways, fair warning. So back to the match here. You see Light here just checking, actually putting down that supply depot up on that top ramp. We have seen the other two Terran vs. Terrans, Shine versus Mine. Shine did go for the proxy barracks with the hidden factories and all that stuff. And in the match between Huashin and whoever he played, I just looked it up too and I can't remember. Anyways, Terran versus Terran on this map so far has been a lot of quote unquote cheese builds, a lot of rushing, a lot of hiding stuff, and it really works on this map. I believe it was Boxer who made it quite popular to do such a thing, but I could be wrong, so don't quote me. And you see the refinery going up here for Light, and so it's in the barracks already going up, as well as the refinery here for C, as well as the scout out. Light going to block off that narrow pass, as well as blocking off the top ramp, but not successful there. C getting the scout in, and you'll see this. Probably C will also send in a second SCV just to check around the base, just to make sure that no barracks are being put up anywhere in proximity, so that they can fly in and stuff. Terran with their flying buildings obviously very good at this, but especially on this map, it has been quite a viable strategy, and it has been quite popular as of late. But it doesn't look like either of them are going for that there. It does look like C is scouting down to the south towards that 6 o'clock position, rather, excuse me, but it does look like he's turned around. He's just looking to make sure there's nothing hidden, like Shine did, as I mentioned earlier. And you see him there, indeed, again, on the minimap, you see him just checking the top left-hand corner of his base, so for any proxy up there at the 12 o'clock position. And the Marine, again, checking out. So these players definitely somewhat paranoid about any sort of proxy here, because it is definitely a bad way to lose a game just because someone built a base closer to yours. But you see both players with the factories going up, single Marine from their barracks, so indeed just a straight tech build, as with most Terran vs. Terrans, rushing to the factories. It'll be interesting to see if we'll see more Wraiths here, because that's how C ended up winning last game. He did hide a rather large fleet of Wraiths at close to the 3 o'clock position it was, and indeed you see that barracks just flying up there. Second Marine popping out the barracks, gonna go send it in to scout. I don't think Light's gonna mind this too much, because he does have the Marine. Indeed, the starport going down already for C. It'll be interesting to see if C goes for the Wraiths and hides them for long enough to build up a fleet. I believe he had like 24 last game, and that's pretty much exactly when Light GG'd. So it'll be interesting to see if he can hide a force that long, or if he's going to be a little more aggressive this time, or if he just goes for straight dropships, excuse me, and goes more of the ground route. And the machine shop going up, you see there. I'm not sure if he's going to be relying on vultures. The first vulture already out for Light, so not opting for the machine shop, or at least not first. So C going to be in a little bit of a defensive position here. You see those Marines pushing up, as well as that vulture. But indeed a vulture out here for C. Excuse me, and Marines almost equal, but a second vulture here for Light. So, and again, Light scouting around, making sure there's nothing hidden, looking at that 3 o'clock position, not expanded yet. I don't think either players have actually taken their natural. It looks like C has an SCV out there. He might just be starting, or is that his barracks? I believe that's his barracks actually. And you see the vultures pushing in here, and the Marines following suit. It looks like that tank actually popping up just at the right second, but all of C's other forces have been killed, so SCV is going to come offline here, going to be forced to help in combat. Light foolishly not focus firing on that tank, trying to kill the SCVs, not going to kill anything other than the additional, the primary forces rather. And that control tower already up. You see activity there. It might be a Wraith just for the scouting, just for the harass. Excuse me. It might be a mind game though, because Light may be a little bit on edge. And you see that natural coming up for Light. Already almost complete. C has not started his, but as I was saying, C might be just building one Wraith or possibly 2 or 3, and might scare Light a little bit with the cloaking technology, just to sort of force him to build a lot more turrets than he really needs to. And indeed, you see the Academy and the Armory already going up, so definitely Light is wary of the possibility of air, especially on this map, more so than the previous map. So, and indeed, the second factory already up. And the second refinery already going up. So C definitely needs to expand here soon. Light pushing up with another force again, it looks like. I'm not sure if it's just vultures or what. Oh, it's his barracks actually. Never mind. And the comstat going up now. And the first Goliath already out, so indeed, Light definitely a lot more defensive versus air now. Now seeing that Wraith obviously attacked by his barracks, and indeed the cloaking technology out. It'll be interesting to see if C continues with the race, or if he just tries to scare Light into a defensive position while these tanks come in and siege him in and basically go for the contain and the starve, or possibly the actual push. But indeed, C has yet to take his natural, so I'm thinking C's looking to end this soon. His Wraith still cloaked. I'm not sure if he's planning to attack soon. And pumping Marines out from that barracks right there. Gonna push in. Clever using those Wraiths to spot, but the SCV's pulling off. More to go mine at the... Or no, not to mine at the 9 o'clock. Looking to actually attack and just sort of defensive or reconstruction purposes. And indeed now, C taking his natural, and forces coming around on the pincer. These tanks are going to get quite taken out by these Goliaths. It does not look like Light has siege mode yet. Now attacking that barracks actually quite foolish. But he does end up coming out on top. And these Wraiths going to get driven off, one dying in the process. So definitely C's going to know that Light has a lot of anti-air defense already. He has seen the comsat, he has seen the Goliaths obviously. So indeed now you see him putting down a second factory before his barracks gets destroyed, which I'm assuming it will be soon, because you see those red units all around the barracks. So definitely, I think C's gonna come to his senses sort of, and rely more on the ground forces, like a standard Terran play, as opposed to trying something tricky. But he might still continue to amass a fleet secretly and sort of, again, continue playing mind games and just sort of say, hey Light, look, I'm not building race anymore, and then just surprise him with a big fleet and hope for another GG instantly. And indeed the barracks already going up again, so definitely not the same mistake that Shine made in his match versus Mine, where Mine took out Shine's barracks, and then Shine's hidden factories both got destroyed, and then Shine found himself defenseless while Mine was knocking on his front door with a huge group of Goliaths and tanks. So most likely C did watch that match, I'm assuming he did, and indeed coming in here with another Cloaked Wraith, or the same one from last time I guess, and going to make some scouting. I doubt he's going to bother attacking anything. I don't think he has too much energy or any intent. And see the star report already going up, or already up rather, with the control tower going up. So I think Light's going for the dropships more of. He might produce a Wraith again for scouting and all that. But now attacking these tanks, I'm not sure. Oh, and you see the siege out now, and it disappeared. Oh, there you go. There's the tanks up on the ridge for defense. C being quite clever here, and Light actually putting down his tank in siege mode and it dying before it could get a shot off, I believe. And now this barracks coming on fire, but the Glass are going to protect it. I think C's trying to be more aggressive, definitely trying to pull him out into those those tanks rather, already set up, and that SCV looking like it's going for the 6 o'clock position. Light trying to get away, I guess. Not going to be successful, obviously. Race much faster and no obstacles. And you see those tanks again. It's just setting up for a contain on the middle, because essentially whoever takes that middle ground is pretty much in control of base attacking and all that. Because essentially, other